and progress in our spiritual life. Hare Krishna. So we are in third chapter of Antya Kand, verse number 323. So let's go through that.
माता है
Hari.
231.
Oh, sorry.
231.
Okay, okay. Yes, Hare Krishna. गदाधर वाक्य मात्र प्रभु सुखी हाया ब्रह्मे गदाधर संगे वैष्णव आलया. The Lord was pleased with whatever Gadadhar would say, and he would take Gadadhar along on visits to the residences of the Vaishnavas. Sri Gadadhar Pandit Goswami would always remain with Mahaprabhu, and he would please Gaur Sundara by chanting and dancing throughout the night on the shore of the ocean. Sri Gadadhar Pandit Prabhu would never live separate from the Lord. And as we told in the last class, Gadadhar Pandit represents whom here in Chaitanya Leela? Anybody
श्रीमती
remember?
राधा रानी.
Srimati
श्रीमती राधा
Radharani. Yeah. That's why Gadadhar Pandit will not leave Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's association in this current Leela. While eating, sleeping, or wandering around, Gadadhar Pandit would always serve the Lord. It was Gadadhar Pandit who constantly recited Srimad Bhagavatam before Mahaprabhu, and Sri Gaura Sundara would visit the residences of Vaishnavas with Gadadhar Pandit Prabhu. एका दिने प्रभु पुरी गोसानीरा माथे वशीले न गिया ताना परम निकटे. One day the Lord went to Sri Paramananda Puri's monastery and sat down next to him. Paramananda Puri Prabhura Bada Prita Purve Yena Sri Krishna Arjuna Duimita. The Lord had great affection for Paramananda Puri, just like that found between the two close friends like Krishna and Arjuna. Krishna Katha Paraspara Rahasya Prasange Niravadi Puri Sange Thake Prabhu Range. The Lord would always enjoy passing his time discussing topics of Krishna with Paramananda Puri. Puri Gosa Nira Kupe Kala Nahe Jala Antaryami Prabhutala Janila Sakala. Being the indwelling super soul, the Lord understood that the water in Puri Goswami's well was not good. The well of Paramananda Puri is a little west of Lord Jagannatha's temple. Srimad Bhakti Vinod Thakur has discovered the location of this well. It is right next to the police station. Puri पूरी गोसानी रे प्रभु पूछिला आपनी कूपे जला के माता हैला कहा सुनी. The Lord asked Puri Goswami, how is the water in your well? Puri bale स्नेहा बड़ा अभागिया कूपा जला हैला येना घोरा कर्मा करदा मेरा रूपा. Paramananda Puri replied, this well is very unfortunate, for its water is always completely muddy. सुनी प्रभु हाया हाया करी तेला गीला प्रभु बोले जगन्नाथा कृपा न हैला. On hearing this, the Lord said, alas, Jagannatha has become miserly. Purira kupera jala parashibe ye sarva papa thakile o tari pe kase. Anyone who touches the water from Paramananda Puri's well will be delivered, even if he is most sinful. अतएव जगन्नाथ देवे रमाया नस्त जल हैलयेन केह नहीं खाया. Therefore, by the potency of Lord Jagannatha, the water has become so bad that no one can drink it. एता बलि महाप्रभु अपने उति लटू लातुलिया श्री भुजा दोई कही ते लागिला. After speaking these words, Mahaprabhu stood up, raised his arms, and began to speak as follows. Jagannatha Mahaprabhu ei mora vara Ganga praveshuka sei kupera bhitara. O Lord Jagannath, give me the benediction that the Ganges may enter into this well. Bhogavati Gangae achena patale te tanre agya kare. E Kupe Praveshite. Please order the Bhagavati Ganga, which flows in Patal Loka, to enter this well. Sarva Bhakta Gana Shri Mukhera Vakya Suni Uchakari Balite Lagila Hari Dhvani. When all the devotees heard these words from the Lord's lotus mouth, they began to loudly chant the name of Hari. तबे कथा शाणे प्रभु वसायाचा लीला भक्तगण सबे दिया सयाना करीला. After a little while, the Lord departed for his residence and the devotees went to take rest. से ईशाने गंगा देवी आज्ञा करी सिरे पूर्ण है प्रवेशिला कुपेरा भीतरे. Then accepting the Lord's order on her head, Ganga Devi entered that well. प्रभाते उठिया सबे देखे न अद्भुत परम निर्मल जले परिपूर्ण कूप. In the morning, everyone saw that wonder. Paramananda Puri's well had become filled with crystal clear water. आश्चर्य देखिया हरि बले भक्तगण पुरी गोसानी हाइले आनंदे अचेतन. On seeing this wonder, the devotees chanted the name of Hari and Puri Goswami lost consciousness in ecstasy. So just because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu invocated Bhagavati Ganga, so the water which was muddy in the well of Paramananda Puri is now filled up with Ganga Jal, pure crystal clear Ganga Jal. गंगारा विजय सबे बुझिया कुपेते कूप प्रदक्षिण सबे लागीला करीते. When everyone realized that the Ganges had entered the well, they began to circumambulate it. The word Vijaya means arrival. महाप्रभु सुनिया आइला से ईशणे जल देखी परम आनंद युक्त मने. As soon as Mahaprabhu heard the news, he came there. He was greatly pleased to see the clear water. प्रभु बले सुनह सकल भक्त गण एकुपेर जल ये करीबे स्नान पान. सत्य सत्य है बतारा गंगा स्नान फल कृष्ण भक्ति है बतारा परम निर्मल. So Lord is saying, Chaitanya, please come, devotees, please come and now take water, take this water and take bath with this water of this well, and will certainly attain the result of taking bath in Ganga itself. And he will obtain, the person who takes bath in this well will obtain pure devotional service to Lord Krishna. Sarva Bhakta Gana Shri Mukhera Vakya Suni Uchakari Balite Lagila Hari Dhvani. When all the devotees heard these words from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus mouth, they began loudly chanting the name of Hari, Hari, Hari. पूरी गोसानी राखूपे से दिव्य जले स्नाना पाना करे प्रभु महाकुतूहले. The Lord would joyfully take bath and drink the divine water from Puri Goswami's well. प्रभु भले आमी ये आचिया पृथ्वीते जानिया केवल पूरी गोसानी प्रीते. The Lord said, know for certain that I live in this world simply because of Puri Goswami's affection. पूरी गोस्वामी रामी नहीं कया अन्यथा पूरी विचिले ओमी विखाय सर्वथा. I belong to Puri Goswami. There is no doubt about this. If he likes, he can even sell me. So, what do we learn? That Krishna says, न हम तिष्ठामि वैकुंठे न योगी, और न ही मैं योगी के मन में हूँ. यत्र गायन्ति मद भक्ता तत्र तिष्ठामि नारद. So the Krishna is sold out. Krishna is sold out to his devotees who are constantly remembering him. So a devotee asked, why are we being given numbers? Everywhere there's numbers. When I, as a student, I am getting numbers to get so many marks. My parents are saying get marks. So it's all about numbers. When I go to office, the boss is saying make this record, make this sales, achieve this target. So everywhere numbers. So in the life, and when he says, when I come to the temple devotees are saying mala kiya hai, mala kiya, 16 mala kiya. So here also numbers. So for that, the answer the Prabhuji says, Satatam, we have to remember, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, you have to remember me Satatam. Smartavyam satatam Vishnu, Vismartavyam na jat uchid. So forgetting Krishna is not proper for the jiva. Satatam we have to remember, Smartavyam, we have to remember Krishna always. So at least Srila Prabhupada is merciful that at least you do 16 rounds. So where are we capable of remembering Krishna throughout the day? And Krishna, why I said this was Krishna is sold out to his devotees. He is equal. He says in Bhagavad Gita, I am neutral. I am his equal to all. He is neutral to all. But he says in the end, but those who worship me with love and affection, I have a special heart for them. So he is residing Yatra Gayanti Mad Bhakta. Wherever devotees are singing his glories, Krishna is there. And also he says, he is with the devotees. So Krishna is always present wherever devotees are remembering and chanting. So here Krishna says, I have, so they say, कृष्णा जो है भक्त को भक्त के लिए बिक चुके हैं, भक्त के अधीन रहते हैं, भक्त के अधीन रहते हैं और भक्त के आदेश का भी पालन करते, भक्त के डिजायरों का फुलफिल करते हैं और ही इज लाइक अ सोल्ड आउट टू हिज डिवोटीज. सकृत्य के देखे पूरी गोसा नीरा मात्र सेहा हाई बेका श्री कृष्णेरा प्रेम पात्र. Anyone who sees Puri Goswami even once will become qualified to attain love for Krishna. The word Sakrit means one time if somebody sees Puri Goswami. पुरीरा महिमा तबे कहीं असबरे कृपा धन्य करी प्रभु चलीला वसरे. After glorifying Puri Goswami, Paramananda Puri, and sanctifying his well, the Lord returned to his residence. ईश्वर से जाने भक्त महिमा बढ़ाते हेना प्रभु न भाजे कृतज्ञ को न माते. Only the Supreme Lord knows how to increase the glories of his devotees. Therefore, only an ungrateful person fails to worship him. So the Supreme Lord increases the glories of his devotees, like in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, when Yudhishthir was feeling morose and alas, Krishna didn't advise him. He said to Yudhishthir to go to Bhishma Pitama, who was lying on the bed of arrows, only because he wanted to glorify the one of the Mahajans who was an ardent devotee of Krishna, Bhishma Pitama, who knew, and he also had Icha Maran, that he wanted to glorify Bhishma Pitama, and that is why he took Yudhishthir Maharaj to Bhishma Pitama, and then in the battlefield, Bhishma Pitama gives his instructions to through him. The instructions are given to Yudhishthir. Similarly, the Lord never fails to glorify his devotees. भक्त रक्ष लागी प्रभु करे अवतारा निरबादी भक्त संगे करे न विहारा. The Lord incarnates to protect his devotees. He always enjoys pastimes with his devotees. So, परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. To establish dharma, to protect the sages, to protect the devotees, Krishna comes again and again. So it's not that our prayers are not heard by Lord. He knows what is the right thing for us, and He will accordingly do it. Whatever happens, we should think is happening for good, and He paves the way. So all the hurdles are just removed so that you get one step closer to Krishna. अकर्तव्य करे निज सेवक राखीते तारा साक्षी वाली वदे सुग्रीव निमिते. For the sake of his devotees, the Lord performs activities that may be considered improper. An example of this is killing of Vali on the request of Sugriva. In the Ramayana pastime, there was this misunderstanding between Vali and Sugriva, but then Lord Ram killed Vali on the request of Sugriva because Sugriva was misunderstood by Vali, and hence he protected Sugriva and by killing Vali. Here the akartabya means that which is considered improper in the material world. In the another reading of this verse is भक्ति वात्सल्य प्रभु रखे परे कहिते अकर्तव्य करे प्रभु सेवक राखीते. So आवश्यक रक्षिबे कृष्ण मारे कृष्ण राखे krishna मारे के. So one who is protected by Krishna, no one can kill them. and
No
and if
one
Hare
Achitya.
Krishna.
Ambedkar Janti. Ambedkar Janti.
So if Krishna is going to kill, no one else can protect the person. Who can describe the Lord's affection for his devotees? For the sake of his devotees, the Lord performs activities that may be considered improper, like in this case of in this Leela of Ramayana. सेवा के सेवा के दास्य प्रभु करे निज आनंदे आज्ञा चैतन्य सिंह जीने भक्त वृंदे. The Lord serves his servants in his own ecstasy. The devotees conquer the unconquerable lion like Lord Chaitanya. भक्तगण संगे प्रभु समुद्र तीरे सर्व वैकुंठादीनाथ कीर्तन विहारे. The Lord of the Vaikunthas and all other planets enjoyed his kirtana pastimes with the devotees on the shore of the ocean. So here couple of verses are given in Srimad Bhagavatam 10, 14, 20. Let's look at this 10, 14, 20 today. This is Brahmaji's prayers 10th, in the 10th canto. So we'll just read the translation. O Lord, O Supreme Creator and Master, you have no material birth, yet to defeat the false pride of the faithless demons and show mercy to your saintly devotees, you take birth among the demigods, sages, human beings, animals, and even the aquatics. So the Lord who has no beginning, but he gives the birth through human, he gives us a birth, he gives the jivas through various modes, and the ant also comes through time. Among the demigods, Lord Krishna appeared in such forms as Vaman Deva, among the sages as Parashurama, among human beings as Lord Krishna himself, and as Lord Ramchandra, and among animals as the boar incarnation. Lord Krishna appears among the aquatics as Mastya, the gigantic fish. Indeed, the plenary expansion of the Supreme Lord are innumerable, as the Lord relentlessly comes down with the universe to smash the false pride of the atheists and show mercy to the saintly devotees. In another sense, the Lord never appears since he exists eternally. His appearance is like that of the sun, which is always present in the sky, but which periodically appears to our vision. So, the Supreme Lord is present Sarvatra. He is Sarva Krishna Mayam Jagat. Everything we see around us is manifestation of Lord Krishna. So, it is only the devotees who are able to see this. And Lord shows mercy to his saintly devotees. At the same time, he smashes the pride of the atheists. Lord has no beginning and no end, but still he takes he shows to people that he is taken birth as a human being, as an animal in that form. Also, there is a reference to 3, 2, 15, and 16. So let's look at that also. The personality of Godhead, the all compassionate controller of both the spiritual and material creation, is unborn. But when there is friction between his peaceful devotees and persons who are in the material modes of nature, he takes birth just like fire, accompanied by the Mahatattva. The devotees of the Lord are by nature peaceful because they have no material hankering. A liberated soul has no hankering. Therefore, he has no lamentation. One who wants to possess also laments when he loses his possession. Devotees have no hankering for material possessions and no hankering for spiritual salvation. So, उन्हें भोग वृत्ति भी नहीं है और दे डोंट इवन वांट लिबरेशन, मोक्ष भी नहीं, मोक्ष की भी इच्छा नहीं है। तो भक्तों को क्या नहीं है, उनको भोग वृत्ति करने के लिए मटेरियल पोजीशंस इकट्ठा करने की इच्छा नहीं है और मोक्ष की भी प्राप्ति की इच्छा की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि भक्त के लिए मोक्ष मोक्ष ऑल्सो दे डोंट लाइक मोक्ष, दे ऑलवेज वांट टू बी serving the Lord in the Lord's world. They are situated in the transcendental loving service of the Lord as a matter of duty. They do not mind where they are or how they have to act. Karmi, Jnani, and Yogis all hanker to possess some material or spiritual assets. Karmis want material positions, Jnanis and Yogis want spiritual positions, but devotees do not want any material or spiritual assets. They want to only serve the Lord anywhere in the material or spiritual world that the Lord desires, and the Lord is always specifically compassionate towards such devotees. We'll go back to Chaitanya Bhagavat. The Lord serves his servants in his own ecstasy. The devotees conquer the unconquerable lion like Lord Chaitanya. So let's see these two verses mentioned here, 10:86:59, 10.86.59. एवं स्वभक्तयो राजन् भगवान् भक्त भक्तिमान् उषित्वादिशे सन्मार्गं पुनर्द्वार द्वारवतीम् आगत. O king, thus the personality of Godhead, who is devoted to his own devotees, stayed for some time with his two great devotees, Srutadeva and Bahulasva, teaching them the behavior of perfect saints. Then the Lord returned to Dwaraka. In the narration of this pastime in Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, His Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami concludes the instruction we receive from this incident is that the king Balu, Bahulasva and Shrutadeva, the Brahmana, were accepted by the Lord on the same level because both were pure devotees. This is the real qualification for being recognized by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because it has become the fashion of this age to become falsely proud of having taken birth in the family of a Kshatriya or Brahmana. We see persons without any qualification claiming to be Brahmana or Kshatriya or Vaishya, but as it is stated in the scriptures, Kalau Shudra Sambhava. In the age of Kali, everybody is a Shudra irrespective of the birth they have taken. This is because there is no performance of purificatory process known as samskaras, which begin from the time of the mother's pregnancy and continue to the point of the individual's death. No one can be considered classified as a member of a particular caste, especially of a higher caste, Brahmana, Kshatriya, or Vaishya, simply by birthright. If one is not purified by the process of the seed giving ceremony or Garbhadana Samskar, he is immediately classified among the Shudra, because only Shudras do not undergo this purificatory process. Sex life without purificatory process of Krishna consciousness is merely seed-giving process of the Shudras or animals. But Krishna consciousness is the highest perfection by which everyone can come to the platform of a Vaishnava. This includes having all qualifications of a Brahmana. The Vaishnavas are trained to become freed from four kinds of sinful activities: illicit sex, indulgence in intoxicants, gambling, and eating animal foodstuff. So this is our four regulative principles of the foundation of ISKCON, which is to be purity, uh, being Shuddhata, and honesty. So purity represents one should not have any illicit sex, and then austerity, indulgence in intoxicants is not allowed, gambling, and eating animal foodstuffs. So that is mercy, the aspect of those are the four pillars. So no one can be on the Brahminical platform without having this preliminary qualification. So these are the four regs or regulative principles which one has to follow if one wants to practice the bhakti path or walk on the spiritual path. And without becoming a qualified Brahmana, one cannot become a pure devotee. So Srila Prabhupada was merciful that he even made the Mlechas as Vaishnavas and Brahmanas. Hare Krishna. We'll stop here at 262 and continue from 263 tomorrow. Any questions or comments are welcome. Otherwise, we can end the class. Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
Mata
Krishna
ji,
Mata
happy
ji.
Dashain.
Happy New Year to all.
Happy New Year to all. Happy Baisakhi Mataji.
माता जी, और ये जो वेल के बारे में बताया अभी हमने पढ़ा, वो अभी भी देख सकते हैं जगन्नाथपुरी जाएंगे तो?
I think so, Mataji. Yes. Yes.
ओके ओके, थैंक यू माता जी.
We'll end the class here. Hare Krishna.